If you plan on moving to Warner Robins, Georgia, one of the most important things for you to just check the box off on is crime. I'm gonna throw this out there, make an assumption. If you're gonna move your family to a new location, crime is probably one of those check boxes that's pretty high up on the list. And in today's video, we're actually gonna go over all the data, the FBI crime data. We're gonna go on all the websites and we're gonna look on what's actually true. Not just what the internet says, not just some random guy on YouTube, even though I don't want to be a random guy to you. My name's Luke Smith. I'm a local real estate agent and I run the Living in Middle Georgia real estate team. If you need any help at all my stuff's in the description below of these videos, and I make these videos to be able to help you relocate over here to the Middle Georgia area. But crime is something that we have to talk about. It's something we have to be honest about. A lot of real estate agents don't like to talk about it because there are certain laws in place that restrict us from steering you away from specific locations due to the Fair Housing Act. However, the cool thing is, prior to this video, I verified all the information that I'm gonna go over with you today. It doesn't break any rules, so I don't lose my real estate license because this is how I make a living. But just to start this video off, let's just go ahead and knock this out. Let's talk about the scary truth. And I'm not gonna lie to you, on paper, Warner Robins crime rates run about double the national average, and that's the number that everybody quotes, but a number with no context is exactly how good people get scared out of a good decision. So let's actually break that apart and go over what these different crime statistics actually are. Let's go over the different areas that they are and all that good stuff so we can make a well-informed decision. Because the data shows that it's actually theft, not violence. And here's what the scary number hides. About 84% of crime here is property crime, stuff stolen out of unlocked cars and off front porches. Warner Robins isn't a place where you'd likely get hurt. It's a place where you'd better lock your truck for them kids pulling on door handles in a random neighborhood at 2 a.m. Okay? I was former police officer, I did special operation in the military. I'm gonna throw out just a couple things real quick when it comes down to crime, because you search for this video, I'm gonna give you unsolicited advice. Number one, security system on your home, no matter where you live, make sure that it's wired, it's not Wi-Fi. Somebody can easily buy a jammer, hook it up to a car battery, flip that sucker on, drive around a neighborhood, and all the Ring doorbells are down. You wanna make sure if you have a security system, number one, that it's wired. Number two, you want to make sure that you have what's called deterrence. A criminal most likely won't commit a crime, especially in the world of theft, if they know that they can get caught or their identification be exploited. So what we really want to do is we want to prevent, not just have a security system where somebody kicks your door and it starts going off. We want to make sure that we have the signs, we want to make sure that the cameras are visible, and you want to make sure that your cameras actually have the automatic lighting, in which I like. New AI actually has stuff that the light itself will actually follow the subject. And the last one on this list that I'm just making up off the top of my head, but it's just what you should do in the first place, is lock your car doors. Make sure that all of your stuff is secured, and make sure if you don't have tinted windows or people can see through your windows, don't put valuables on the seats. This is not California. I've never seen people break open windows to steal stuff. Personally, in my experience, I've been here for 6 years, not saying that there's not a random case out there that's happened. We live in the world. The world is horrible, okay? We can't just assume that everybody's good because we're not all good, okay? Make sure your stuff is locked up and don't leave stuff out for people to steal. And really the big blame for this one is Watson Boulevard. It's the main road that runs all the way from the Air Force Base to I-75. It's our main strip here in the local area. And a big slice of that theft is on that Watson Boulevard strip. And the math splits across the people who live here, not the whole county that shops here. Somebody shoplifting at the Galleria, which is our mall, doesn't make your subdivision dangerous. The map's red where the stores are, not where your families are. This is why I always recommend every client that I help. I sell about a house a week. And what we actually start out first with is location. Go on niche.com. I'll link it in the description below, and look up crime rates, look up school systems, look up all of this data that's most important to you and your family, and look at the pocket in which you like to live. For example, me, I actually live over here in Byron. We have about 6,000 people. I back up to a peach orchard. It's peaceful. My gym's 6 minutes away. I'm right next to Watson Boulevard where I can go down and get all the tasty food, shoot up to Macon, get some even tastier food, or go down I-75 to head on to the beach. It's a perfect location for me and my family, if we can say the word perfect. I don't think there's ever a perfect location if we're just being honest, but that's what works best for me and my family. Look for that location first and then the house. Crime rate, school systems, amenities, activities, all of those things, and then decide where you want to live from there. And if you need any help with that, again, my information in the description below. Shoot me a text, shoot me a phone call, 478-888-7808. I'm a real person. My name's Luke. This is my phone. When you call, I'm going to answer. And if I don't answer, leave me a voicemail and I'll make sure that I call you back. I actually have a couple employees too. So if they pick up, June or Abby, we'll make sure that we get right back with you. But I'm a real person and I make these videos so that I can actually help you if you need help. So I'd love to be able to serve you and your family. But let's go over a little bit of the juicy crime data. Let's pull a little bit of the data from the FBI, the local agencies and all that kind of stuff. And what's actually happening? Crime's been dropping year after year because it's the trend that nobody reports. Serious crime in Warner Robins has dropped 5 years straight while the city grew and while the police department's running almost 20 officers short. That's not a city that's falling apart. That's a city that's actually getting safer. 52% of Warner Robins' tax budget goes down to public safety. Year after year, the crime continues to lower even though population goes up. You tell me if that's a city that's becoming more safe or not. Don't let the local news agencies scare you. Don't let the national news agencies scare you. Go to the data. You know, news stories and stuff like that, they only hit if they draw emotion inside of somebody. And what is a news article? Oh, crime's down. No, what's a juicy crime article is a suburban SUV got stolen and drove all over the place and blah, 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 blah. That's a story. It's the juice. It's what people are searching for. You're not going to find that searching online because people are going to try to scare you rather than actually help you. We live in a day and age where people just fearmonger all the time. They don't tell the truth. That's why I make these videos. I'm trying to help you out. But I will be honest, 2025 was a bit of a rough year. 17 homicides, one of the worst years in 3 decades. But here's the part that the headline actually skips. 14 of those 17 were actually family violence. I'm gonna say it again. 14 of the 17 homicides that happened here in Warner Robins, Georgia was family violence. I'm not saying that that makes it right. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm saying that it happened within somebody's household. So it's actually people who knew each other behind closed doors, and it's a complete tragedy, but it's a very different thing from getting jumped at a gas station. Now, domestic violence is a serious thing, and I'll throw up on the screen the hotline for domestic violence if you ever need any help. If something's happening, say something. Don't be terrified of your spouse or some other individual. Get help, okay? Don't let somebody take advantage of you like that. And inside the family home, it's supposed to be a safe place. And if you are going through or you're a victim of domestic violence or a crime, make sure that you contact that phone number and get somebody's local help in your area, okay? My camera battery just died. My SD card literally just ran out of memory. I know we're right in the middle of a moment right there. But if you need help when it comes down to domestic violence, I'm going to link those resources to you and make sure that you actually get the help that you need. Moving on to the next topic, crime is not spread evenly. It's actually going to be in different pockets within the city, just like all cities. I mean, if you go north to Macon, Georgia, there's a lot of stuff that goes up there that just says it is like the most dangerous city in the entire world, but it's in pockets. And your odds change a lot block to block, about 4 times higher on the northeast side than the southwest. But I can't and I won't tell you where to live. That literally is against the rules and against my conscience. What I'll tell you is to pull the crime map for the exact street. 2 houses, 10 minutes apart, can be night and day. I throw this map up here. You can see the different pockets of the actual city when it comes down to crime. Pick the pocket, pick the location that's best for you and your family, and then I can actually help you purchase a home. It's just, it gets weird with the Fair Housing Act. I'm just being fully transparent with you. I can help you negotiate. I can help you get a great deal on a home. I can help you from start to finish, the right loan, the right stuff that's going to help you, negotiations, earnest money inspections, renegotiations, appraisal, long-term of the home, send you all the trusted vendors that I have to be able to do for your normal yearly routine maintenance and HVAC support and roofers and plumbers and electricians and people who can paint your house and redo flooring for you if you want to do stuff, to mow your lawn, to clean your home, to anything I can help you with. But I can't pick the house for you based off the crime rate. It's illegal. You can do that, then I'll help you find the right house. But to finish this thing off, because I just talked about Macon, it is actually a lot safer down here than Macon. So if you are deciding between Macon and Warner Robins on safety alone, Warner Robins wins. And on violent crime, it's not even close. Macon's violent rate runs about double. I love Macon, think it's an awesome town. Crime just work. I mean, we're looking at data here. That's what the point of this video is, okay? Every city has its problems. If you like the vibes, if you like the downtown feel, if you like the historic feel, if you like entertainment, you like all that stuff and you want to stay close, it's a fantastic option. Or if you like certain things, pick a location that fits the needs for your family and then drive for 20 minutes. Get a Toyota Camry. I got one. I got a hybrid. I get 48 miles per gallon. It's awesome. But at the end of the day, every single street is different, and that's not just a ploy to be able to get you to watch a video and run you around in a circle. That's my honest advice. You need to look at the data, and you want to make sure that you pick a pocket. In niche.com, looking at these radiuses is going to be the best option for you. But if you have never been here, if you need any help at all, I'm going to link my relocation and my buyer's guide below. It's all the things that I wish I would have known when I moved here 6 years ago. I continue to update it because I do sell about a house a week, and I put all of the information and all of those nice little tips and tricks from people that move here. And also too, I'm starting to interview my clients as we close on houses and ask for their advice on different stuff, their thoughts about moving here, their experience and all that kind of stuff. I'm actually gonna start making some videos based off of it. So if you aren't local and you want some information from somebody that I helped move, for example, Bill and Lindsay are moving up here from Florida. They've only been here, I think 3 times. I think I showed them, I'm not even joking, probably 24 different houses. They had multiple trips up here. We went under contract on one home, it fell through. We wrote a contract on another home, but then we ended up finding their dream home. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and I'm telling you what, we scoured everywhere, not everywhere, everywhere, all the different districts, historic districts, high-end districts, just way out in the middle of North Macon, way out, so far away from everything. But they found their perfect home. And learning from them, their experience and different thought processes and different locations, it would just be super cool if you could talk to those individuals or at least get to know their experience a little bit, so that can maybe help you. But that's some new stuff that's gonna be coming to the Living in Middle Georgia channel. If you need any help at all, again, my phone number is 478-888-7808. Shoot me a call, shoot me a text. We'll set up a call. We can set up a Zoom call. I'll share a screen. I'll go over the different stuff with you. We can look at the data together, and then you can decide whether or not Middle Georgia is the best place for you. And hey, YouTube thinks that you should watch this next video. You just click it. I'll see you on the next one.